for the ladies that don't want kids. If you don't want kids, then what actually is your point?
To life.
Go ahead, answer
What's
that
your
one. Go
point
ahead.
to
Go ahead,
life?
Sammy.
I don't think kids are the end or be all to life. I think you can be happy without them.
That's not the end to be all. What? How? We're designed to procreate and evolve.
We're literally
So here's my thing. I'll explain myself better. I don't like kids, right? I don't say that in a mean way. I just don't like kids.
nah. Be honest. Go ahead.
Right. I don't like kids. I don't like them around me. I don't like how they behave. Why would I want to have a child knowing
Yeah.
that I don't like that child?
Right.
I don't think that's fair. Why
Of
would I
course.
bring someone into the world like that?
I mean, that's logical.
So I wouldn't do it.
But you do understand. And again, this was a question that
Right.
he's asking you guys. But
Of course.
generally, most women do want to have kids. I mean, like that's the whole. Yo,
Definitely.
besides getting married, not even that. Like giving birth is the most beautiful. Not even you can't compare to giving marriage. Like getting married is special in itself. But like
Yeah.
giving birth, bro, that's a beautiful experience. So.
It's because marriage is man-made. Birth is just like a biological.
What
thing.
about you, Ms. Lawyer? What do you think about that? So if you're not, what was the question? If you're not trying to have kids, like what's the point of it all?
Yep.
There's a lot of things I could say about this. So personally, I think the world has gone worse and worse, like as generations go by. So I can see that there are a lot of people of my generation that think it's selfish to have children for their own, like, you know, selfish desires. But at the same time, I do think it's just like human nature. And, you know, you have a kid and they're going to take care of you when you're old and sick. And what happens if you don't have that?
You're just gonna be lonely by
Yeah.
yourself.
Your man is okay with you waiting to 35 to have kids?
So that's a great question.
Yeah, that's a
because
really
this
good
is a
question.
disagreement we have
He's
a lot
not.
in the
He's
argument.
Yeah.
He's
No,
not.
and he's a lot older than me too. So
Oh,
it
there
is
you
a
go.
big
Yeah.
it's a big pressure point. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's not ideal for most men. Like yo, at
Yeah.
35, like holy shit, that means like at 15, your kid would be. I mean, you'd be 50. You know what I mean? Like it's just not ideal.
I mean, my
Um,
parents are 53 and 56 and I'm 22 and I mean, I would just be like 5 years older. I
Damn,
don't know. I
that's
don't see it
crazy.
as that big of
But
a
that's
deal.
good for your parents. But like most men don't want to wait that long. You know what I mean? Like most men want to have kids with like a young, beautiful woman. They don't want it with like a mid-age menopause. You know what I mean? Like we want it with a young, attractive woman.
Yeah, and most
No,
kids
I
want
totally see what
multiple
you're saying.
kids. So
The
you know,
worst
we
thing
want to
is
create a
have kids
legacy,
like
and
that.
you know, at that age, you can't really, you know, even definitely when you freeze your eggs, some of your eggs are going to be like malfunctioning. They're not going to, you know, be able to create a stable kid.
Yeah, and this is why
That's a
your
good
man,
point.
and this is why your man actually has the whole disagreement with you about it. Because I don't think he wants
Yeah.
to wait till you're 35.
Yeah,
No.
no
If
way.
I'm willing
No,
to
he
bet he
doesn't.
would probably be willing to wait up to like maybe 27, 28 maybe, but like 35 is just pushing it.
Yeah, 35 is
Yeah.
crazy.
So you better hurry up and get that
Like,
degree,
you're,
girl.
you're, you're probably not going to look as good. Well, you're definitely not going to look as good at 35.
I'm not gonna look as good if I give birth.
No, what? At
You
35, you're
can
not.
bounce
No, in
back
general,
fast.
in
You can
general.
bounce back faster when you're younger.
Yeah,
Body wise, I'm saying like
Yeah.
you're 35.
Then
your
at
body,
35.
yeah, it's going to take too long to get.
Well, I don't even want to give birth, but that's obviously a whole you know, issue
Yeah.
too, because I'm like very traditional. It's just not something that I personally want to partake in.
Wait, you're.
I just don't want to do
That
it.
doesn't sound very traditional.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
And in
So
most
she's saying she's
senses, I
traditional except
am,
for
So
that
you
sense.
pick and
but
choose.
that's it's yeah.
What
Everybody has
is
their
that? Is that a
own
new trend now? Women just don't want to have kids. Is that a
I think it's just me. I think
No,
I'm-
it's not
Nah,
just
it's,
you.
you
No,
know,
that's a
you
new
know why it's a
trend.
new
That's a
trend?
trend. Yeah.
Because they want to have jobs. They want to, you know, be in this male-dominated world and try to make it a female-dominated world in the work industry.
you
That's
ladies?
not it for me. But.
Okay.
Also, the stat is over 90% of women actually end up having kids. So
Yes.
it's like a young people thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's a
definitely
newer
is.
thing.
I'm
but-
young
but-
too.
And that's-
So.
Understand this. I don't give a fuck how many degrees you get. It'll
I know
never
that.
amount to the same thing as you having a kid. I guarantee you. You go ahead and get 10 degrees, become a lawyer, a fucking judge, whatever the fuck you want to be. No offense, but like it'll never amount to the moment where that kid comes out of you and you're like, damn, this is my kid.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it'll never amount to the same thing. I
And
promise
most
you.
women drop their careers once they have a kid
That's a fact.
because
So
they're
why
like,
am I
damn, I
spending
have
all
this
this
kid.
money and taking all this time?
Because I think you're
'Cause
lost.
You
to be
got
honest.
programmed by the Matrix.
Yeah.
and
I
they
don't
got
think
you.
so.
Okay, well, you'll find
Thank
out when
you.
you hit 35.
I mean, you
Maybe,
basically going to
maybe
school
not.
to be masculine. To be a lawyer, you have to be masculine by nature.
All
That's
right.
your job.
Moving on, bro. Let's get to another super
Okay.
chat.
Yeah, GMC has one. He says, I had an ex who hated kids, but she wanted to build and grow with me. Like, what the fuck does that mean? At some point, as a guy, I'd like to have kids and be a dad.
Agreed, 100%, ladies. I mean, most men want to have kids. That's our whole fucking
Yeah.
purpose, bro. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
speaking for men at this point. Like, men want to have kids, yo. There's
Yeah.
no, and men want to find a good woman to have kids with. This is why the first question that I ask women is if I'm taking her serious. Like, if I'm just having sex with her, I won't ask. But this is how I'm probably snitching on myself here. But like, if I'm taking a girl serious, I'll tell her like, yo, like, who you been with? Because we're in Miami. Miami's very small, as you know.
Fuck
Mhm.
yeah.
I don't want to take you out to dinner and you fuck two dudes there. Like, that's just embarrassing for me. So what's your body count? And if I'm not serious about it, I won't go out. Like, yo, we stay home. Cool. Netflix and chill. You'll get fucked in a place. You know what I mean? Like, that's good. But yeah, this is why like men are very big on like body count. Very, very
That's a
big.
fact.
And you guys, if you guys are being honest, all your body counts are super fucking low. So shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
Any other ones? Go ahead.
Yeah,
bro.
MHD had one. He said, question for the chicks. What do you believe are the 3 things that make a relationship work?
Let's start off with you. 3 things that make a relationship work.
Loyalty, honesty, and communication.
Okay. What about you?
I was gonna say the exact same.
Okay,
thing.
give us one that she didn't name.
Companionship.
Okay, go ahead. What about you?
Peace. I'm super big on
Peace.
peace.
Okay, yeah, that's a really good one. Ladies, you can give me all the peace in the world. You can cook the best fucking food. You can clean the home. But if you're not giving me good sex, I'm leaving. I'm leaving, ladies. It's very important. You guys keep forgetting about that. That was huge. And I mean, I'm assuming that you guys are already gonna give that to the guy, right? But like, that's a huge one right there. Because trust me, I left
You're
a good woman.
assuming that, but a lot of women won't.
Yeah,
I have a question for you.
yeah. Go ahead, give it to me.
If you're like pursuing a girl that you're actually gonna date and like see long term, when do you expect her to put out?
This isn't
This
fair
is
That's a
though.
good
Yeah.
question.
This is a
That's
good
one.
question, but it's not fair because, like I said, I consider myself like up there compared to most guys. Like, yo, just where I live alone, like you see where I'm at. Like, you think most guys are living in a place like this? No, absolutely not. It's not cheap to live here. You know what I mean? So just off that alone, my height, what I make a year, I'm a go-getter. I'm very ambitious. This is my podcast. Like, I know I'm not like an average guy. You know what I mean? So like for me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm getting it the first few days, like off rip.
But you don't see her as like, you know, a slut or whatever.
It
that
depends.
she's giving it up.
It depends because that
quickly?
is a really good question. Because like I don't want it like this, but like make me work for it. You know what I mean? Like again, I know like based off like where I take her to dinner, I'm not going to fucking McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole like dance that you have to do, right? Like when I meet a girl, like we're talking, we're going out to a really nice spot, like. She knows where I live. There's a whole. You guys haven't even seen the place downstairs. Like you know what I mean. Like I give you know what I mean. Like show off a little bit. You know what I mean. Like it's just a whole. So like by the second day, I know like where I'm headed. Like I'm like okay, cool. Like we've done this. She said this. You know what I mean. Like she's giving me hints. By the third day, not even by third day. Usually it's like second or third day, and then but then also
The
like
first day.
yeah, sometimes it's the first day. But here's the thing. It's like. I don't judge women like that because I know I'm different than most guys. But
Exactly.
but what I do judge them on is like if she's in the studio, is she cleaning up after everybody leaves? Is she picking up the fucking glasses? Is she washing the dishes? Is she is she buying stuff for the studio that I may not notice that we need that she picks up? Like I'm looking at those small things. But yeah, just in general for me. But I think like I have 4 sisters, so I always tell my sisters and all the women like, yo, hold out as much as you can.
Yeah.
Because if you hold out for 6 months, most guys will let you know if they're serious about you. 6 months, like 50% of them don't even last a month.
I agree. But again, only do this for the right guy. Because guys
Yeah.
like us, bro, like to me, like if I have to wait over a week, you're done.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're wasting my time
Yeah.
at that point. Like I'm a busy guy. Like I'm out here making money. I
Yo,
don't
we
have time
we
for that.
sometimes only eat once a day. Not
Yeah.
because we can't afford it, but because that's how busy we are, right? Like it's really like running a show and all this shit is not easy. Like the amount of people you talk to, network, like it's tough. You know what I mean? Sponsorships, etc. We have an editor we talk to every day, and it's a lot. So it's like, yeah, bro, I don't have the time to fucking wait 6 months. Like
Yeah.
I'm the prize. I'm the fucking
Yeah.
prize. I know there's not too many guys out there
Like
like
you fuck with me, you winning.
and I'm not even where I want to be yet. You know what I mean? So like stick with me now or otherwise like regret it later. You know, that's just my opinion.